Marcus.
You got to plead Mr. Gonzalez Hernandez.
Okay. You ready?
Call him up.
Please.
Do you have the cause number?
Yes, thank you.
Our friend, Mr. Martinez, has not made it up, so hopefully he'll come up tomorrow, Judge.
Say it again.
Our guy from yesterday.
Are you posting bond?
I don't think he's posted bond. No, I don't see an ISO, so I guess we'll see.
Really? No one's gonna post it for him? No one's gonna post it?
I don't know yet.
Por favor, conteste a voz alta.
Good morning, Mr. Gonzalez Hernandez.
González Hernández. Good morning.
We're charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. So you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
Multa de $4,000.
You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 1 year and hair for 15 months.
Ese es.
Is this a second or a first?
La segunda y
True
la
first?
True
primera. La
first.
primera.
As part of the agreement for you to successfully complete this, you must do a DWI education class. You must do a victim impact panel.
Un panel de
You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need.
condiciones
If
necesitan.
they assess other conditions, you must fulfill these conditions as well. Substance abuse treatment,
También eso incluye tratamiento,
no breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over while driving a car and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you must do it. No, you must have a guardian interlock and 30 hours
20 horas.
community service. Does he have a Texas driver license?
He does not.
Licencia de manejar.
You are not allowed to drive. I want you to understand, I take this absolutely serious, and you will be signing a promise with me today as part of your probation that you're not going to drive.
Como parte de
There's
su
nothing worse that you can do in this life than doing two things. 3, picking up a new case, drinking alcohol, or driving. Those things will land you in custody faster than anything else.
rápido.
And if you're not in this country with permission, and you go back to jail, it may be your very well last time that you
Última vez.
are here. Do you understand?
Entiende. I do.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported and under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. You will never be able to take it off.
A sacarlo.
Do you understand?
Entiende.
You also need to understand that if you get pulled over in the future, you're in a car driving, an officer, the first thing they do is they look at your driving record. If they see a prior DWI and they come up to your window and they smell alcohol or they smell something funky, it's not going to go well for you. And from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
En caso nuevo que usted le da.
Do you understand?
Entiende. I do.
All right. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
No, guilty.
I will find you guilty, send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Thank you, Judge.
The fee, the fee.
Wait, the thing, okay, is it?
So, hold on, I want you to understand something.
Usted entienda algo.
DWI is extremely big business in Harris County and in Texas. There is a $3,500 surcharge that typically would apply to you
1,500.
on these types of cases. I will waive it for you now because it is a first offense. On a second DWI offense, it is a $6,000 surcharge, and if you don't pay it,
Si no lo
you do a
paga,
ton of jail time.
están en la
Do
cárcel.
you understand?
Tiempo. ¿Lo
So
entiende?
get a clue. If you want to
Entienda.
drink, don't get into a car.
Metan un carro.
All
Thank you,
right.
Judge, appreciate it.
You ready? Wait.
It's actually off docket and it's just for bond conditions. We were here last week on the Devontae Levi. You want to
Okay.
use number?
Yeah, sure.
254 Eight bonds, we're doing a new one. You ordered bond conditions, but they were not entered. So we're back again.
So let's enter it now and we can have him sign it and that way we're,
Okay, well, there's no notice of the conditions. So if you could please order them again.
remind me what happened again, Alex, please, if you don't mind.
One moment, pulling it up. Let's see.
And I talked to Mackenzie, Gary. The judge wants a reminder.
Oh, it's 254. Fine. Yeah.
He's still in custody, right?
No, Your Honor, he's on bond.
Is he here?
Yes, judges, please.
So, come up, Mr. Levi.
Is it Levy or Levon? Levy, you're on.
Okay. Mackenzie, do you mind?
Yes, so on January 21st, 2025, an officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant, she knew him from a previous dating relationship. The complainant stated she ended her relationship after finding out she was 6 weeks pregnant and was paying the defendant's phone line until she turned it off on the 21st of 2025, and the defendant started sending her threatening messages on the 16th, 2025, stating that he was going to make somebody jump on you and knock your teeth out, and delusional hoes like you deserve to die. The complainant stated she went to turn off the defendant's phone line on the 18th, and the defendant is now using Wi-Fi to continuously threaten and harass, with the last message on the 20th of her life, and the defendant was ID'd by his Tennessee driver's license.
Got it. Okay. So he's also on probation. Are you representing him on his probation case upstairs?
That was terminated, Your Honor. It was early terminated.
So he's not on probation now?
No,
So, Mr. Levi, or Levy, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will put you back in jail. Do you understand? You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, and you're not to be in possession of weapons as well. Did we do
there's a
Moab?
motive. It has not been signed, Your Honor. It's in the system, but it was not signed.
Right, so I'm entering now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Ms. Beck as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. 2.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a violation of protective order against you, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. You pick up a case like that, it's really going to go sideways quick. Stay away and control the temper, because if you become a danger to my community, I'm going to unleash on you. Do you understand? I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from, but I'm going to protect my community at all costs. We will have you sign the order for protection. I'll have you meet with Fleischer for bond conditions, and after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me give you a cost number. Ready? 254-8450.
For approaches? Or
Yes.
still taking
No, no, no. Come on. We're waiting on the lawyers.
Off docket, if I can give you a cause number, it's on Mr. Chason Booker. It is 252-1808, and I am here to request a modification of bond conditions this weekend. Mr. Booker has guard service, and I have a confirmation he will be in Corpus Christi. So he's asking that the 7th through the 9th, his curfew be modified to 4 a.m. to midnight so he can make it to Corpus Christi in the morning. It's a 4-hour drive from his base.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir, and I'll just sit with
Yeah, just let her know, but then after that, that's,
Absolutely, Judge. We're trying desperately to work this out. Thank you, sir.
Yes, good morning, Judge. I'm here on Mr. Adan Vides. I
okay.
can provide a case number if you need.
No, I got it.
He's already paid the restitution. He had to do a 2-hour anger management course. He said he was working on it. I believe he should get it done by this morning. I just haven't been able to get the certificate just yet. If we can just have until maybe Monday, I can get the certificate to the
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. He's literally had since November. We're now February 6th. We've literally reset him 2 other times for him to get it done. I'm not going to do that.
I understand, Judge.
He's got to be here. Is he here now or no?
I just messaged him, Judge. He should be in the courtroom. Let me just check, Judge.
Adon, be this. He's not here.
Understood, Judge. I'll contact him and I'll be on standby. I'll confirm
Okay.
that he has that certificate.
Not a problem. Just let me know.
Yeah, thank you, Judge.
Take care.
Judge, my apologies to interrupt. I did get him to send me the certificate of completion and I just emailed it to Mackenzie. I just texted him to appear in court.
Okay, I'm going to have you send it to someone else. I'm going to chat you the email, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Hold on, I'm not patient here. And so we just got an email regarding Adon for dismissal. I'm sending you the certificate, just so that, okay?
Yes, Judge.
Just give me a second. Once they file it, then we're done.
Sure, Judge.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, good morning. I have like 3 on your docket,
Okay.
or 4. First one is Mr. Forbes. He's entering PTI today. We're
Great.
just submitting everything.
Okay.
Next one is Mr. Pujos.
Okay.
He has the TRAS date for 210.
Is he here now?
No, he has a TRAS date for 210.
Okay. I guess we'll set it for 2 weeks after, assuming that he goes. If he doesn't go, then he'll have to be here the next.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Next one is Luis Sanchez de Armas.
What about the mitigation package? Was that something?
Yeah, but he's already been approved.
Yeah, okay.
He wouldn't get a TRAS date if he's not approved.
Okay, tell me about Sanchez de Armas.
Sanchez de Armas, I think, well, they haven't, yeah.
Okay.
And then I think Ms. Siegler wants to look at it again before they make a decision whether they want to dismiss or separate, or,
So I'm gonna do, it's 180 days. We'll do it a week. I'll
Sure.
waive the appearance and then come back.
Sure.
If you are interested in a PTI, then,
no, it's not a PTI case.
okay, got it. So at the next setting, if they say no, you're gonna set it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who's next?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm going to recommend to my client, and my client will decide.
Sure.
Okay, the next one is Villegas, Your Honor. That's evaluated.
Another one?
Yes. That one I don't think has been evaluated yet.
Okay, so I guess let's do the same thing. Is it the same thing where you're
No,
gonna?
well, again, that one, I'm not sure about, I mean, I'll still recommend it, but that client is, on the
So
fence.
we'll do the same thing, we'll do a week.
Okay.
And then depending on what they say, we'll come back, make a decision.
Ready?
Yes.
And I'm not having fun water. Just for the,
Yeah.
you're good. I'll have something. You can do it.
Are you ready for me?
All right, for this, we're waiting on the supervision order.
Yes, it's already, I can forward it to you.
Oh, you have it?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, I don't have the supervision order, it's with me. We just, my office just turned everything in. So,
Okay, I'll just wait for the order to be filed.
Yeah.
What's your next one?
Diegas, is that Diegas?
Megan's just said 1 week to decide. February 15th.
Judge, I did get that sent over. Did I still need to have defendant appear in court?
Mackenzie, are you ready to file a,
I thought it was a different case at first. I just uploaded the receipt and I will follow the mailing right now.
yeah, you're good to go. They're going to file a nollie now.
Hold on, sorry.
I understand, Judge. I'll let the client know that he doesn't need to appear, correct?
I'm sorry?
Did the defendant need to appear
No.
for anything?
No, they've dismissed it. You're good
Understood.
to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Have a
Take
good
care.
day. Thank you.
You too.
Corbus?
Church?
Great. Yeah.
I mean, if it's multiple, then that's it. I'm not playing this game.
Signed it for.
So it's Jennifer Flores?
Yeah. She was set for writing today.
So SFBF Monday.
Okay. And the other one was Jones on page 20.
And we already did one SFBF, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this one gets, if he's not here by the end of docket, then it gets revoked.
Wow, that's crazy.
Make sure you put what's that.
And the bottom one, I think,
Oh, and he picked up a new case.
well, no, this was, he was arrested at the same time for both cases, but they put one on Monday and one today. Oh, we did. Hey,
Hey, so.
she wasn't my right. She's not here today, it's supposed to be, she's out, and I'm gonna be the okay, still teams going. Yes. Okay, great. That's not your. Yeah, that's correct. Well, perfect. Now before recess. I don't think it. So I did the. I need to hear. So waiting on.
I'm assuming that's all. Harrison place.
You told me that?
Sure.
Right, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you think. But yeah, very good. You didn't. You had
Jesus, it's history.
Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Thanks.
I think you did that good though, your best days.
Good. Judge, may we approach?
Hi, yes.
We're here on Ronnie Granger.
Ranger. Okay.
We are,
Did he just get out, I'm assuming?
You want him to come up, Judge?
Please.
I'll be on. I'm standing back and
Shh. Can you please read to me what happened in this case?
Yes, Judge. So on January 14th, 2024, an officer at 3:14 a.m. was dispatched to a disturbance call at 4800 Hollister Street. Upon arrival, the officer made contact with the defendant who was inside his vehicle. Officers attempted to box in the defendant with emergency lights on. The officers pursued the defendant for 6 miles until he lost control and crashed out on the 9100th block of Northwest Freeway. The defendant ran out of his vehicle and the officers were able to chase him down and take him into custody. The complainant told the officer that the defendant was asleep and woke up feeling paranoid and thought somebody was trying to kill him. The complainant tried to calm the defendant down. The defendant acted as if he was going to hit the complainant. The defendant began to follow the complainant around the apartment in an unnatural manner. The complainant started to feel fear. The complainant started to call 911 and told the defendant she was. The defendant grabbed the phone from her and grabbed the phone from her hand as the dispatcher was on the line and hung up. The defendant grabbed the complaining witness's daughter's phone in her second attempt to call 911 and hung up the phone. The defendant grabbed a knife and said, "I'm going to kill you," 2 times, but never came at the complainant with the sit in his car. The complainant went to her neighbors where she was finally able to call 911 successfully.
Know whether she wants to have contact with you.
Absolutely no contact, Judge. I've spoken with her. It's a very traumatizing situation for the complainant.
Mr. Granger, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you know what conditions the felony court has placed on him?
They have not placed no contact with it, which is why I wanted to approach with you today, Judge. They have placed disappear, no new crimes, no drugs, alcohol, no firearms, and that is it.
Yeah, because it actually involved.
From what I've been told from the complainant as well, she did get a 90-day protective order as well successfully.
Granger, I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. If I find that you become a danger to my community, if I find that you try to have contact with the complaining witness, if you pick up a 5th case, I'm going to go absolutely bonkers. Do you understand? You are not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If they call on you to go take a test and you fail to go, a warrant will issue for your arrest. If you have any kind of weapons, you go anywhere near the complaining witness, likewise, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand? So no weapons.
Counsel, just one minute. Oh, great.
No going within 200 feet of where the complaining witness lives or works. There are no children involved, are there?
Yes, there are children involved, and children were on the scene of the incident.
He has 2 kids, that's his wife, 2 kids, and they're expecting 1. When are y'all expecting 1?
August.
It doesn't matter that you have one, you're not to have contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're gonna have contact with the kids, which you very well should. Use an intermediary. You can use counsel, you can use anyone else, but don't take matters into your own hands. Don't go over there. It's not gonna go well for you. Do you understand? Okay, she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging. Likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand? Okay, so we'll have him sign bond conditions. You guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, please. Thank you. So Mackenzie, I guess just reach out to her, let her know what the conditions are. You know, give her access to you so that if something should happen, she has a way to get in contact with someone easily to let us know. Okay?
Wow. All right. It's not the same thing.
Call Marcos.
Council for recap?
Calling Marcos Edris.
Hey, on homeboy for you yesterday, you want me to send him for a T-Ride? I can expedite him over to Chitori, will you, on yesterday's case that we took into custody, can you look to see how soon we could do an in-custody T-Ride? Is it possible to get it done today?
If you still have to have
Maybe tomorrow? Okay. Marcos, he's not here, he's in processing, right? If we get him tomorrow, we can have someone come up and do it tomorrow. And then, you know, we could perhaps even do, how long have we been? I don't know about reinstatement.
Jail therapy. My concern, I think, is high school was done. Because the other offer was, 30 days in jail, but she did not want to go down.
I get it, but I mean, I want to have, what my intent was to have the T-RAS done so we know exactly where we're going because sober court, dude needs sober court, but we need the assessment done first before we can do it.
But, it's also doing probation tear down. You have 22 months in your past. So,
But we don't know what's going on there. I don't know what, whether he's going to get help that he actually needs, and who represents him there, do you know? Because maybe we can, if somehow kind of make them together, or perhaps if they know how arduous